Hi, I'm Cota, and this is my second Shadowhunters Aftershow, where we'll be talking about Season 1, Episode 2 of Shadowhunters from Freeform. Okay, so I'm going to go kind of in the same way I did the last episode, and I'm going to start with the list that I'm now calling Rebecca's List of Annoyance. Yes, Rebecca is a friend of mine who is addicted to the series, the book series, and is watching it and messages me over social media telling me everything I should talk about that she thinks. And that way we can get two voices of opinion in this video instead of just me. So, let's go to the list. Okay, the first thing she wrote is, Alec is perfect. She's got that one right. I am in love with Alec. His snarkiness is perfect, and he's already one of my favorite characters from the book series. So having such a good representation in the TV series makes me so happy. The movies were so terrible with Alec, and the fact that we finally get something good from him, it's amazing. Okay, next. Silent Brothers are okay. The Silent Brothers, you always wonder how they'll do them. I think that they did a good job. The Silent Brothers seem like something that'd be really hard to do, and the fact that we get to see them in real life at all is pretty amazing. They did a good job. Better than the movies, for sure, because when you look at the movies, City of Bones was just too big. It's really annoying, actually. I was like, what am I watching? Like, it's just out of nowhere. And then they don't explain the Silent Brothers at all in the movie and just make you wonder. Let It Go. Here, in the TV series, they explain it very well and thoroughly. That way, no one's super confused about who these weird people are with the lips sewn shut. And they looked pretty good. I mean, in certain lightings, you could definitely see that they're actually wearing plastic over their actual faces. But we can't ask for everything. It's a TV show. They only have so much money for special effects. Okay. Next. Clary is horrible. I'm not sure if I agree with this comment from my friend Rebecca. I'm not completely in love with Clary, but I think that she's getting to how I feel about Clary. They've got the persona of Clary pretty well. A girl who looks like she's weak but can be so strong when she wants to. And the whole little girl thing, top notch. And I liked how they they don't explain it, but they get the essence of Clary's character down, which is a girl who never listens to anyone and is always just doing whatever she wants. Yeah, that is literally Clary. Like, if you look up Clary Frey in a dictionary, that's what you'll get. But I get what my friend's saying. The acting could have been a little better. I think the biggest problem was the flow of the show, which I'll go to further on, because there was something wrong with it. Even the things that I was really in love with just seemed a little off. But at least that was in the movie. That's what I'll say every time. It wasn't the movie. Okay, next thing. Alec is for real perfect. I guess she decided that she had to write it twice because it was so true. Must say, she's a Malik fan forever, that's for sure. Okay. Next thing, did Dorothea die? Now, there's a swear in that one, but I took it out. So, that's a really good question. There's this whole scene in the book where Dorothea is taken over by a demon and tries to kill everybody. And it's a favorite scene of my friend. So she says that Dorothea can't die for that to happen. But I think she's forgetting something. Dorothea's already dead when that scene happens. She's already been, close enough. She's been taken over by a demon. So it wouldn't be that surprising if she died and that demon took over her body for that scene, if they do the scene at all. So I guess it makes sense that they would kill her off. But I'm wondering the same thing. Did they kill her? Because we don't see her body, but we hear her scream, and we see the seraph blade. And I want to know if she's dead for sure. It seemed kind of random, if to tell you the truth, because Valentine needs information from her, but she sneaks out for like 1 second and let's just kill her. Who cares if she has information? Like, what? Must say, I'm wondering about that. Next thing. Why is Valentine bald? Well, it's better than dreadlocks. We've all seen the movie. We all hate the movie, right? If you don't, I'm sorry. I hate the movie. But I get what she's saying. In the book series, Valentine has blonde hair and is a little younger. He looks more like Hodge, and Hodge looks more like Valentine. But I prefer this to the movie. The movie got Valentine's character completely wrong. They have, on the TV show, they have Valentine's persona right. They have how he's always walking around in suits correct. They got that perfect. It's just, he's bald. But is that really that big of a deal? Maybe the actor was perfect for the role, but he can't grow hair and a wig looks stupid. I'm good with that. Truly. Okay. Next one. Why didn't Clary find out Magnus's name? I don't know. I really don't know who gave them the idea not to leave that one out. I am happy, though, that they didn't go down the route of that terrible scene in the movie where she just makes dots on the floor and then they're like, line, line, line. Oh, look, it says Magnus Bane. No one would be smart enough to figure that out. It made no sense. Her brain was not, no one, that was not a puzzle. That was gibberish. Hate that scene so much. At least didn't do that. I mean, she didn't find his name out at all. But I think that's coming in due time. Maybe we'll something with this whole Simon being taken away by vampires before the party will have something to do with it. That would be kind of cool, actually. Nice twist. They have a lot of twists in this TV show, but I'm completely fine with more of them. Okay, last but not least. Hodge is hot! Thank you, Rebecca, for pointing out something that I was wondering too. Why is Hodge hot? He's supposed to be an old guy. The movie got Hodge perfectly, I'll tell you the truth. They didn't have the weapons, which I was really happy to see in the TV show. But they got him perfectly in the movie. He is old! He's been alive for a while. He was probably the oldest one in the circle, if I tell you the truth. At least that's how I've always seen him. But, I mean, maybe it'd be good to see this young version. So maybe you wouldn't be so weirded out when all of a sudden he's great with weapons. Because, you know, seeing an old guy fighting weapons, it might be hard to find an actor who can do that. You know, for, like, later in the storyline. But, like, it makes me sad. This guy is hot. I do not want the ending of the book where Hodge goes away to happen in this, because I don't want him to be a traitor. I like him. I like the whole twist. Well, I'm not sure about the twist with the whole circle on his neck that makes it so he can't talk about the circle. I mean, it was cool. But isn't it just making the story like go on and on and on and on and on forever and ever and ever? Because now no one can just tell them everything? Like, why? Why can't you just get to the point? Is this how they figured out to make 13 episodes for something that, I mean, I think that the show needs 13 episodes anyway, but to give reasons for all these random things happening throughout the show that were not in the book. Is this really get it? That no one can tell them anything because everyone has circles on their necks? I mean, it's an interesting twist, and I'd like to see where they go with it. But I'm not sure if it was needed yet, or if it was just a waste of our time. If that scene with Hodge where he was lying on the ground in pain was a waste of our time, I'm going to be disappointed. Okay, so that was it from the Rebecca list. let's see what she says next week. It'll probably be really interesting. Now, for the me list. Yes, the me. Things that I wrote down. I just wrote a few things down that I need to talk about. So, I'm not completely sure about the show. Let's just, get on with it. There's something wrong about the speed. I don't know what. And I think there's something wrong with Jace. I'm not sure about him. Every line he says, it just sounds fake, which might be a really good thing for his character, because Jace always seems to be hiding something. And when he talks, I can definitely see that. But, I mean, I hope that he's doing these acting things on purpose and not just to annoy me, because if it keeps going on like that forever and ever and ever, I'm gonna have a headache, because I'm like, really? And it's making me wonder what Clary sees in him, because, like, Clary's already, like, going full crush mode on him. And he hasn't done anything besides, kill people in front of her that would make me go think, oh, I like him. Maybe it's just love at first sight, but I don't really think that's how it was like in the books. It was like a slow burn and then kiss. And here I'm like, maybe slow down a bit. Just a little. Same with Sizzy. I feel like, I don't know, there's a few scenes I was like, really? This seems a little, like, rushed. Like, Isabella's, I think Simon's kind of not hot. Like, that just was randomly in the middle of a sentence. It didn't go with the sentence. If it made sense in what they were talking about, I would have been okay. But it was just randomly plucked on the end of a sentence, and I was like, really? No, really, don't do that. Don't. No. Though I thought that the whole, like, eating meals scene was kind of cute. They were both adorable, like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh, Simon, I love you. Simon was so cute in this episode. I love him. I love the actor. I feel like no one can play Simon wrong, because no matter how you play him, he's cute. He's just cute. Okay. Next, Luke's pack. So, we haven't seen Luke's pack yet, but we see that one guy, and they're talking about someone, and I'm like, is their version of Luke's pack on this TV show where he's a policeman for some reason, are they all, like, in the police force? Or are they, like, spread out in different places, working different places, and they come together? I really want to know what's going on with Luke's pack, but they started talking about it a little bit, and I'm interested in finding out. And what do you think? Is Luke's pack all in the police department, or are they spread out and he's like one cop out of many? Because it doesn't seem like there's a bunch of werewolves in this police department. I'd like to know for sure what's going on. Okay, the last thing I wrote, Valentine's syringes. Now, this is a very interesting thing they're doing with the show. I don't know what's in these syringes, but I want to know. I'm really wondering what's going on. I mean, I'm thinking, in the books, they said that he was experimenting on people and trying to make more Shadowhunters. But what is in these syringes that is killing Shadowhunters and warlocks? Because it seems like he has the black one that hurts people and the red one that kills people. And I'm kind of wondering what's in these and how they go with the rest of the story, because there was a syringe in Valentine's hand in the first episode, and there's a bunch of syringes in this episode, and I want to see what they have to do with Valentine's master plan. Okay, so now that I've got that, I've talked about all of the main couples but Malik, because they haven't shown up yet, and that makes me super sad because it's Malik, but I guess we can get over that. Now, just a few things. If you've been wondering about my outfits, I am dressed up as Isabel today, except for I have blonde hair. See, I've got Isabel's beautiful amulets. Comments below, and I'll see you later.